Hello, this is Chip Codroach, and I am doing another review tonight. I am doing the new version of Mario Brothers. I believe this was 2023. So this is 30 years later after the original one. Was this thing anything like the one from 1993? This will be a good, not even close. This movie was much more enjoyable. It was almost just like the game. They even had the power-ups. They had the little flowers for the fireball. Donkey Kong made an appearance. Let me try to think who else was in there. Oh yeah, they had the little Mario Karts. Well, we all know Peach. Obviously, Peach was in it. Oh, Toad was actually a toad. He was actually a mushroom. It was actually cool. And Bowser was actually Bowser. He looked just like the video game one. He wasn't some stupid human with a general suit and a regular suit.
Fungus.
Well, Bowser was the...
The fungus.
Well, yeah, Bowser was the fungus, but I meant King Koopa.
That's not who you said.
Well, I'm sorry. The original 93 movie made it very confusing and stupid. I'm trying to compare them. The main thing is this was just like the game. And they brought in some other characters as well. So the premise of this movie is the Mario brothers, Mario and Luigi, they were employed by a previous plumber, and they ended up saying, you know what, I want to try to go off on our own. So they get their own plumbing company called, obviously, the Mario Brothers. To me, it seems like kind of a cool move. You go and you follow your dream, which is working for yourself. Mario's dad, on the other hand, didn't see it that way, and he was kind of discouraging them from doing that. And that's when the mom kind of steps in and says, oh, no, they're doing the right thing. And Luigi, being Luigi, is the more timid one, so he's kind of cowering at the dinner table like this. And Mario goes upstairs and plays video games. He's upset that his father doesn't have his support. So, long story short, they get a job the next day, and they get a leaky faucet. They go and they attempt to fix it, and Luigi's scared of the dog. This is where this movie does have a lot of comedy in it. The dog goes after Luigi. There's a whole big mess. They end up fixing it, but the shower overflowed, the toilet popped open. It was a disaster, all because Luigi's scared of their little dog. So then, moving on, the next day, they end up running into some type of problem. They're in Brooklyn, just like the original one, but this looks better. They run into some leaky pipes, and then they end up just stumbling on this other dimension, and they get sucked in the pipes, and Luigi actually goes in a certain direction towards Bowser, and Mario goes off into the Mushroom Kingdom, where there's Toad and Princess Peach. And I will show you some pictures right now. Alright, well, our green little plumber here this is the dog that he is afraid of, and this is what causes the problems. They fix the water, or the leaky pipe, and then they end up re-breaking it because the dog goes after Luigi. I don't know why he wouldn't want to go after the fat, pudgy one, which is Mario. He has more meat. Luigi does not. Luigi would be like getting spare ribs at Applebee's. There's no meat on the bones. So I will continue with finding just a couple more pictures here to show you. Alright, well, I am back, and I found a perfect picture here. Our fat, pudgy friend is on the floor of the Mushroom Kingdom. And I did forget to go over the voices. This is Chris Pratt is the voice of Mario. As much as I was against it, it actually surprisingly works. He actually did a really good job with the voiceover. I was very impressed. Luigi, I don't know much about that actor. I know his last name is Day. I forgot his first name, but he does a pretty good job too. The thing I disagree with is other reviewers saying they work well together. They are in a booth. They are in separate booths. They don't work together. They edit it together. So I don't know what some of these reviewers are thinking. The cartoons aren't real. And this is Jeremy John saying that. I might want to remind him that cartoons don't exist. They just exist on paper. But moving on. Mario ends up at the Happy Mushroom Kingdom with Toad, Princess Peach, and I have to remember her name. And Toad actually looks like Toad. He looks like he's supposed to. Mm-hmm. Not a Goomba, and the Goomba didn't look like a Goomba either. So moving on, I'm going to show you Luigi in Bowser's Chambers and Bowser's Bad. And here is Toad. As you can tell, he actually looks like Toad. And the voice of Toad is, I don't know anything about him. It's Keegan-Michael Key. Sorry. And I don't know, maybe you guys might know who he is. I really don't know any work that he did. King Bowser is also, the voice of him is Jack Black. And Donkey Kong is Seth Rogen. You had to get somebody that actually looked like Donkey Kong. Seth Rogen is a pretty good...
Seth Rogen doesn't look like David.
Looks like Donkey Kong quite a bit. He's a big ape.
I forgot I was recording. My bad.
So next I'm actually going to show you Luigi in the Chambers, but I wanted to show you Toad because he actually looks like the way he's supposed to look. Okay. Now... Okay, well, this is Mario's first encounter with Princess Peach. You know, this poor, fat, pudgy man. His brother gets captured, and Peach insults his below-average height. I mean, that is not the way you want to introduce yourself. She just insults the man right away who's trying to do some good here. I think that's rude. I think that's very, very rude. And now, I would like to say that Luigi's the one that gets captured and not Princess Peach. So, I mean, in the games, you know, she keeps getting captured by Bowser over and over and over again. She doesn't have any room to talk here. This is the first time where she's actually somewhat not getting captured by Bowser. And she's insulting the poor man's height. Oh, and in this also, Mario does not like to eat mushrooms. So... as rude as she is, the princess has to shove the mushrooms down his throat. He does not appreciate that at all until he figures out that it does make him bigger. So now let's try to find Luigi, because I'm obviously having a very hard time with that. Well, I found Bowser. Bad news is, no Luigi. Now, this pretty much introduces Bowser, pretty much tells the paratroopers how much he loves Peach, and says that he's going to ask her to be his bride, and he's so confident, he says she's going to say yes. One of the Koopa paratroopers says, well, what if she says no? You don't ever say that to an angry Bowser, because he got zapped for saying that. I thought it was hilarious. This movie definitely had a lot of funny points. It made me laugh almost the whole time. So now let's once again take that journey to find out where Luigi is. Because obviously I can't find him. Now I want to show, these are what the Goombas look like. They got little teeth. They look like little angry mushrooms. They aren't 7 foot tall and angry, evil Mr. Cleans. Okay. Luigi has been found, and that's a good thing. Bad thing is, he's with Bowser. And he's with his little ghost guys right behind him. So Bowser sends him down in a cage. So now Luigi is officially caught. He is now the princess in the video games. He is now captured. And it's up to Mario to rescue his brother Luigi and bring him back to Happy Land. So let's try to find Happy Land again. Okay, so in order to join this alliance, Mario has to go to Donkey Kong Country, and he has to defeat Donkey Kong to get Donkey Kong on his side. Luckily for Mario, he is fighting a Seth Rogen ape, which means his chances are incredibly good. Seth Rogen is gonna mess up. Oh, I'm sorry. Donkey Kong. They just look so much alike. And he's playing the same character as an ape. He's a disappointment. He's trying to please his father, and he never does. So Seth Rogen, even animated, is playing a loser. That's just his role. Maybe he should just accept it. And in this, he does the same thing. He gets all mopey and sad because he disappointed his father. Probably did that in real life too with both his parents. So anyways, moving on. I'm not going to tell you exactly what happens because if you haven't seen the movie, I don't want to spoil anything. I'm just going to say that Mario may have stumbled on a couple of the wrong mushrooms. And the one makes him a very teeny tiny person, and it's hilarious. This whole scene is funny. So I'm not going to tell you what happens. You're going to have to watch it yourself. It's a cartoon. Use your imagination. It probably has a good ending. I didn't say it, though. I wanted to show this because it's kind of cool. It's actually a Mario Kart scene. They even have little turtle shells bumping into the carts. It's pretty cool. I just wanted to show you that they're trying to put every Mario, Donkey Kong thing all mushed into this movie. And to me, it was really cool. I enjoyed it. You might think otherwise, but I thought it was kind of neat. So I had to show you what it was exactly. And my 6-year-old niece enjoyed this scene too, as she enjoyed the Princess Peach song by Bowser. Oh, and the voice of Princess Peach is Anela Taylor-Joy. Somebody else I know nothing about. So if you want to comment on that, go right ahead. Alright, I gotta show just a couple more pictures here before I do my review. Now this is a royal wedding. This is entertainment. Other than, what was it? Markle and what was the other idiot's name that she was marrying?
Harry?
Harry. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. You know what? Let's just go the entire British boredom, royal, painful, boring wedding.
4 o'clock in the morning American time?
4 o'clock in the morning American time to watch garbage. This was at least fun. It doesn't matter. If she says no, who cares? If she says yes, who cares? There's still enough funny things going on here. I mean, look at this bow tie. You can at least laugh at that. I mean, now this would be must-see TV. So now I'll just show a couple more pics. But this I had to show. I had to make some royal wedding jokes in there. This is what I'm talking about. He's sacrificing people in her honor. This would be entertainment. Now, this is a wedding I would like to go to. This would be amusing. I would want a front row seat.
I would like you in one of them cages.
I don't deserve to be in any of those cages.
You do.
No, I do not.
That's a matter of opinions.
Well, I'm stating a fact. I would not. Okay, next picture. And they went through the pipes and back in Brooklyn. This will be the last picture because I am not going to spoil the ending. I'm not going to do what I did with the 93 pile of dung. This is pretty much almost the end of the movie. It's the final brawl. They're back in Brooklyn. And I'm not going to tell you much more than that. Other than it's Bowser and Mario's last clash together. So if you want to see the end of the movie, you'll just have to watch it. So that's the end of the pictures. Now I will do my review. This was fun. It was entertaining. It's good for kids and adults. Adults might get a kick out of this a little bit more because we actually played the original games. So we might have more of an appreciation for it than the kids would, but I could be wrong. I don't have children. Big surprise. So the end of the movie, I am going to give this fun, very funny. So I'm gonna give this a A- rating. I enjoyed this. I recommend buying this. The other one I recommend throwing out. The other movie was a dung shoot. This one is really, really, really good. I bought this for $20, I think, when it first came out. And I'm glad I did. I've probably watched it 5 or 6 times. So this is a movie I would recommend picking up the Blu-ray or the DVD. So I'm going to end the video there. Thank you very much for... Or you can get it on Netflix if I don't like promoting streaming. I'd rather you buy it. But that's just my opinion. But thank you for watching, and remember to comment and subscribe.